The following video is presented for educational and informational purposes only. All content reflects my personal experiences, opinions, and commentary. Any company names, individuals, or identifying details have been altered, removed, or anonymized. The goal of this video is to provide insight, info, common recruitment practices used by certain commission-based or multi-level marketing organizations, and engage critical thinking for job seekers. This video is not intended to harass, defame, or target any specific company or individual. Viewer discretion is advised.
You don't got to worry about it. I don't think we really lift much, so
All right, I had to put it on
we're all
mute.
good on that end. And then just like also make sure you're looking for a full-time role.
I'm trying to stay my gig.
See how I do there. And then just like make sure full-time, correct?
Yes.
Laura? Yeah, okay, sorry. And then if yes, we might not talk to as many customers as they do inside the stores, but we generate more money because of that.
I think I got him.
Sorry.
Sorry.
So that was anywhere between 68 to 72,000 with the commissions. But again, commissions is something that varies based on every single person. It's like a bonus per person.
I respect that. Sounds like a Wolf of Wall Street kind of guy. My kind of guy.
Okay, here we are. Got a couple of DevilCorp interviews. Pretty silly looking right now. Look at this. I don't even know. Does this work? I don't know what kind of hat this is with the suit, but let's see what they think, okay? I got a couple coming up. It's pretty funny. They keep flooding me. They all don't want to give me any time. I got some more interviews coming up tomorrow, and they're pressing me to get the interviews done today. And I'm like, I'm booked. You know, what about tomorrow? Is there any available times open tomorrow? And then they pump fake me, tell me there's times open tomorrow just to come back and text me that, oh, there's no available times tomorrow and there's only some today. So let's find out what the happens, and let's have some fun with it as always. Remember, guys, stay above average.
Hello? Me?
Good morning.
Good morning. I got you. Chris, you can hear me as well?
Yeah.
You muted, by the way, so I'll give you some time. I think you can, though. And then hear me?
Okay, there we go.
Yeah. There you go. Perfect. Now I got all of you guys. Well, very nice to meet all of you. My name is Britt, actually one of the admins here. Just so you guys do know, today is just a basic overview. So pretty much more like a preliminary, kind of getting to know each other, making sure we're a good fit. And if everything goes well, they bring you guys in to sit down with our manager. We just like to do these because a lot of people have been mass applying over Indeed right now. And I get it whenever we're looking for something new. So I kind of want to give you guys a refresher course, make sure we're 100%. And if everything goes well, they'll bring you guys in for the in-person, okay?
Okay.
Perfect. I definitely want to get to know you guys a little bit more than just your resumes. So I'll start from you are the first one on my screen. So if you could just tell me very briefly of what you currently do right now for work and what you look for in your next employer.
As of right now, I really don't. I don't do anything. I've been off of work for quite a while, for 2 years. I got injured at work. And I just got put back on light duty work, and I just wanna. This is something new for me. I've never tried any job like this. I'm usually, working for Cal Fire or construction work. But other than that, yeah.
Got it. So is there anything that you look for in particular for your next employer?
Something that's sedentary, sit down work. I can't really be doing any type of lifting. I lift more than 35 pounds.
Same here, bro. Same here.
Other than that, I'm open for anything. I have good communication skills. I have a gift to gab. I'm pretty good at anything I do. But I'm trying out something new, and I'm ready to do this. You guys, if you guys with me.
Yeah, most definitely. And you don't got to worry about it. I don't think we really lift much. So
All right, I had to put it on
we're all
mute.
good on that end. And then just like also make sure you're looking for a full-time role.
I'm trying to stay my
Yes.
gig.
Perfect. And if everything were to go well for you, when are you available to start?
Right now, we can.
You got it. Well, thank you so much. And then I'll go ahead and go to you, Chris, if you could tell me what you currently do right now at the work as well and what you look for in your next employer.
Man, he just took the words right out my mouth. I used to work at I got injured. I got a settlement. I've been out of work for about a year now. I can't do anything physical. And yeah, I'm trying to find a new job that's a little bit easier on my body. I got a settlement, so I'm just looking to get back out there and find something new.
There you go. Perfect. Are you looking for a full-time role as well?
Yes.
Awesome. And if everything were to go well for you, when can you start?
As soon as possible. And I got the gift of gab too. Back in high school, I used to sell clippings to people and let's just say it wasn't the, you know, the real deal. But they were like clippings, and I used to make some sales back then, so I do have
There
the
you
gift
go.
of gab.
There you go. Perfect. Well, thank you so much. And then last but not least, well, right now, just which is what I was working as a and we had some stuff and so right now, there's something that we're going to and we're going to selling stuff and see how I do from there. And then just so I can make sure full time, correct?
Yeah.
Laura? Yeah, okay, sorry. And then if everything were to go well, when can you start?
As soon as possible.
There you go. Perfect. Well, then awesome. And then I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys a little bit about us and what we focus on. Preemptive, I do talk a lot and I do talk fast. So at any point you guys need me to stop and backtrack, you just let me know. Okay. So pretty much first thing I would like to address is that we have multiple different roles here. We are consulting. We're classified as consulting. We have 8 different clients that we currently represent right now as inside of our office alone. So I'm going to be going over multiples. Okay. So first thing I'd like to address is the community outreach. So if you applied for directly this one, this is actually with a nonprofit. So we actually work with the Breast Cancer Charity Foundation, pretty much nonprofit work. What we do is we coordinate all of their charity events and their fundraisers, and we also do attend them. So I always tell everybody, if you are unfamiliar with nonprofit work, just think of White Chicks, right? You know, White Chicks in the very beginning, they're at that huge banquet and everything like that. Just think of that. So we actually help out with coordinating those, working with different types of vendors. If you guys ever see it in your community where there's a bunch of vendors outside and you're like, I wonder what they're doing over there. Most of the time, those are nonprofit or charity work. So what we do is we'll actually work with a bunch of different vendors to be able to set those up. And then we also go to them. We help them with brand exposure. Any of the money that they obviously get goes 100% to the Breast Cancer Charity Foundation. Now, I always tell every single person with this one, yes, you do have to attend them. Because I get a lot of people who tell me, like, oh, that's so cool. I would love to coordinate them. I just don't want to go. And I'm like, no, you kind of have to, right? If you're the event coordinator, you know, you kind of have to have the event coordinator there. So it makes some sense. But that is going to be the first one. Next, we do work with West Shore, and they're a little bit different too. West Shore does free consultations for bathroom and kitchen remodels, and the West Coast. So obviously, different time zone. So what we do is we actually are classified as customer service agents for them. What we do is pretty much do all the lead generation. So we book all the appointments. The clients will then follow up and do the consultation, sell the construction themselves. But all we do is pretty much put them into their bookings, and then they'll follow up and do the rest of the work, right?
So all sales.
And then lastly, we have all of our telecommunications. So for telecom, we actually help out with Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, Frontier, Lifeline, and Spectrum. Spectrum's the newest one we just got literally like 2 weeks ago, I think. So they are very new to us, but all telecom is pretty much the same. Now, the only difference would break it up into 2 different portions, where one of them, or for 3 of them, we focus just on customer service, and the other 3 we focus on their sales. So obviously, we have first just Verizon, Frontier, and then T-Mobile. Those ones are just customer service, dealing with billing and technical and service issues. So just like if you guys were to call your guys' main provider over the phone right now, we're the exact same thing. So pretty basic. I just tell everybody, like, just think of it if you were to call, right? Now, for the other 3, which are Lifeline, Spectrum, and AT&T, we focus on their sales, so their activations. So obviously, enrollments to the service themselves, making sure that every single person who does get on the service can actually stick onto the service. If you guys are unfamiliar with telecommunications, they actually make no money until this person's been on the service past 90 days. So if you guys can tell them that the stores are very pushy on the sale, huh? And I know they got me a couple of times, and then I'm like, I look at my bill later and I'm like, wait, they should have a bunch of stuff I don't even need. But
Tricks
that's
of the
not
trade.
our job is to upsell. It's not to add things. What we do is make sure it saves them money. It's going to be beneficial to them, plausible, something they use all the time. Because most likely, what are they going to do? They're going to stick. And if you give them a bunch of different things where you have to convince them to get, when you're not there anymore, they're not going to be convinced, right? So our job isn't to be like that. Right now, the stores have a 38% turnaround. So that means that 38% of the people in the last 90 days already canceled. For us, we're only at 4%. So yes, we might not talk to as many customers as they do inside the stores, but we generate more money because of that.
I think I got him.
Sorry. I was like, wait, what happened? But no, yeah. So that's pretty much what we do for all of our clients. So I know I was trying to break down their day to day and what we specifically do, like the responsibilities for them specifically. But that is going to be all of our clients. So I know it's a lot, but again, you guys will be actually assigned to one of these. So as our business is classified as consulting, you guys are just classified as representatives for them. So you're not going to be a consulting person as well, where you're working with all 8 of these, because realistically, first, I don't think that that's smart. I think that you guys being overwhelmed trying to balance out 8 different clients isn't going to be plausible. And then second, also don't think that our clients would like that very much, because it's a conflict of interest to be working with multiple different telecom, right? So you guys will be assigned to one. Typically, what they first go based off of is what you guys applied for. And then second, they'll actually recommend you guys to our clients, and they get to say yes to you guys as candidates, and they go from there. So that's typically how they go about assigning you guys to individual clients. And once you guys are with them, those are the ones you stick with, okay?
So you guys must be pretty
Now,
big.
of
You
course,
have
they
multiple
shut you.
clients. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
What was that?
I said you guys must be pretty big. You have multiple clients. Some of the other companies, they only work with
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. So that's exactly why we like to classify as consulting, because the biggest thing is that if you classify it just like a customer service place, right? A customer service firm where you're just doing call center work, or if you classify it just as a sales firm, right? The biggest thing is that you only have one client. And usually, when you have that one client, they want you to be directly with them. So they sign a contract saying, hey, this is for the time period. But let's be honest, if you guys have noticed around here, outside of this area, just in general, call centers have been closing down like left and right because clients are not renewing their contracts.
So is
So
writing.
for us, it's easier for us to classify as like consulting. So we have multiple different clients so that just in case one of them doesn't renew their contract, we have multiple that we can fall back on.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's kind of why we do it the way we do. We've been open for around 4.5 years. We have right now just this branch 182, I think, employees currently. So yeah, it's not the biggest thing in the world. Definitely not the smallest thing in the world either.
You guys
So
are in a good
obviously
spot.
we've been around for 4.5 years. We started off as an LLC, and once we started getting bigger clients, we just decided to be a C corp because bigger clients means more revenue. And with that being said, LLCs actually get taxed a lot more when it comes to generating more revenue. And when we started seeing that we're generating a lot, we're like, yeah, it's better just to do our taxes 4 times a year than 1 time a year, like the LLCs do. So we're like, make it easier.
Work smarter, not harder, right? That's
Yeah,
right.
right. And then, of course, I do also want to go over the pay structures for you guys, just because obviously pay does vary based on what you guys applied to. So if you guys applied for community outreach, which is our breast cancer charity foundation, salaries are a little bit lower. And the reason why I'm specifying that is because I'm not too sure who applied for community outreach here. But of course, for community outreach, it's anywhere between 36 to around 42,000. So of course, a little bit lower, but the realistic part of it is it's a nonprofit, right? So of course, they're going to be not making that much, right? And if you guys are familiar with nonprofit work, most of them don't even do salaries. Most of them are 1099 or subcontracted work. So it was already a battle trying to get a salary from them.
How
So
much
it kind
does
of
the
worked out.
salary start? How much does the salary start at?
So I'm going over every role that you guys applied for. So if you guys look at the very first text message that I'm asking you guys, it says the roles that you guys applied for before we actually booked you guys in for the in-persons. So pretty much it's on there.
Okay.
First thing, it's going to be pretty much our regular community outreach, $36,000 to $42,000 a year. And then we also do have the customer service side, which is $46,000 to around $55,000 a year. Okay. So obviously the customer service side, bigger clients, a little bit more on their end. So 46 to 55 is what you guys can be able to expect. And if you guys applied for sales, they also start off during that range, but they also do earn commissions based on their sales as well. Commissions are uncapped. You can make as much as you'd like to. Due to obviously having the ad posting, and I have to follow guidelines of obviously recruiting areas. So, if you guys are on, Indeed or whatever the case might be, it does say on there that we offer commissions if you apply for sales. So because it's on there, I have to give you a range of what they made last year. So that was anywhere between 68 to 72,000 with the commissions. But again, commissions is something that varies based on every single person. It's like a bonus. It's not going to be the same for everybody, right? But again, you guys can see that they are uncapped. You can make as much as you'd like to, okay? And then lastly, schedule. I am just looking for someone with open availability between the hours of 9 to 7. I have 2 different shifts, 9, and I have a 10 o'clock shift. These are full 8 to 9 hour shifts. So just looking for that open availability just so I can make sure I can actually put somebody inside either one of those, right? So I do understand sometimes people have like accommodations or things that we need to work around. So does anybody have any accommodations? I understand preferences, but any accommodations that are non-negotiable? So there you go. And then I am going to open up the floor for questions because I always know that since we do a lot and obviously I go over multiple rules on here, it could be confusing. So if you guys have any questions, go for it.
What is the schedule? Is it Monday through Friday, 40 hours a week, or
Yeah.
is it okay? So
Monday
Saturdays
through
are off.
Friday, on the ad itself, it does say Saturdays is needed just because of the fact that only one of our clients actually work on a Saturday and they're from 9 to 3. And that's Lifeline. None of the other ones work on Saturdays. But just in case that client, that's why we put Saturdays as needed, just in case.
Okay.
Perfect. And then any other questions for me?
Is there for community sales representative, can you what was the salary on that?
So you're looking anywhere between 46 to 55, and because you applied for sales, you earn commissions. So your commissions are uncapped additionally with that. So that was the last one I went over.
Okay, great. Thank you.
I got one more question.
Go ahead.
Can you tell me a little bit more about the company culture?
So I like to use analogies. I'm a big analogy person. Do you know the
Perfect, me
difference
too.
between like I guess you say attitude between an apartment, let's just say somebody who like a leasing office, right? The leasing manager and everything like that. You know the difference between a realtor,
Mm-hmm.
right? The two differences you're gonna see is the realtor is very spunky, very outgoing, very go-getter, right? And then you have the property managers who are just doing the leasing and they don't care if you're going to get on, an apartment or not. Realistically, they can care less, right? So those are the two different types of people you'll see. And I feel like the biggest thing is you'll find a bunch of like people with the mindset of a realtor, like very spunky, very outgoing, very positive people. That's what you're going to see the most here.
Okay, understood.
Obviously, we have a mixture of people, but I think my manager itself, the reason why it's like that is because my manager is actually does real estate. So makes sense. He's been doing it for years. So kind of everybody he talks to kind of gets the same energy back.
So he's kind of got like that golden thumb, and if you kind of listen to what he says and follow what he says, you could learn some thing or two.
No, yeah, most definitely. He's very young, actually. I think he's 28.
Wow.
If I'm not wrong, but he started real estate when he was 19, and that's when he made his first 6 figures. So he definitely doesn't have to do this, but he said somebody. This is the thing that I really like about him is that he said when he was 19, someone gave him a chance. And he said because someone gave him a chance, now he wants to give a chance to everybody. So he's very, very spunky, very positive person.
I respect that. Sounds like a Wolf of Wall Street kind of guy. My kind of guy.
I can see it. There you go. Perfect. Any other questions for me?
No.
No? There you go. Perfect. So then what I can go ahead and definitely do for you guys is I will recommend you guys back to, of course, a manager. They're going to be giving a couple people a call back no later than around, I would say, 4 p.m. today. If you guys are available to come in for the in-person business professionals, the attire, resume in hand, not mandatory, I still would highly recommend one. And then very lastly, if you guys don't get a call back, it does mean they decided to go a different route, okay? But either way, just stay by your guys' phone because I actually have to do these until 4 p.m. today. And I had 72 people that I have booked today to do these Zooms with. So give me some time. But other than that, you guys are pretty much all set on my end, okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank
Hope I
you.
get the opportunity to another interview. You have a great one.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Cal Fire. Okay. So, you see, the first guy tried to steal my bit, man. He was saying Cal Fire and all this. Dude, that's my bit. Gift of Gab. What, is he above average? I was waiting for him to say it. But, yeah, man, that was pretty funny. This guy, the first interviewer kind of stole my bit a little bit, but I recovered. That DevilCorp sounds like a little bit of a better opportunity than usual, but it's still very DevilCorp-y, and I don't think I'm going to get that second interview, but I'm pretty sure if I did, more red flags would start to pop, and we would start to see this isn't the opportunity that I was sold. But, hey, hopefully I can get that, and we can do a follow-up on this particular interview, and if not, hey, there's more coming. So I appreciate you guys, and always stay above average, and I'll see you in the next one.